So the camera just doesn't show what we're looking at. That's amazing.
You look over there and it's not raining at all.
Yeah, it isn't either. Yeah, there's no rain that side. Behind us though. Present from Roger. Hey Jan, have a look what Roger gave me from New Zealand. Oranges are just about ready, are they? No, still got a bit to go. Hawkesbury mud, mate. Gotta love it. Oh, that's filthy, this stuff. Sorry about the back of you. I thought I'm better than the carpet. I got no ignition. No ignition. You got a kill switch on this or something? Right. I just dropped his boat in with me in it. And the motor won't start. So I've just hit the panic buttons, thinking I'll start the electric motor because this current's flying. There's no battery hookup. Then he says the battery's in the front. I can't find it. So I'm drifting down the river, but I have noticed he's got loose terminals. There you go. There's always little hitches with new boats. Better hurry, because it's real shallow mud there. I knew straight away, I thought, check the terminals. Always start at, whenever you have a problem with a boat, always start at the battery, work your way back. Both are as loose as. Yeah, see 1.5 this side, so the next bend was, we'll start on the next bend, but unfortunately we've got the tide pushing us back down. We want to fish everything from here up. Got one. That was alright.
My camera was going then too.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good little bass. I felt the weight. I thought, oh, was that a weed or not? But that's what I said. That's why I remember I was talking this little crab up before. Did you see how efficient that was?
Oh, that's the crab.
That's the crab, yeah.
All that stuff in the bottom, I didn't know.
And he swallowed it. It was just pretty well just there under that tree with that little bit of ribbonweed. You got those pliers there. I reckon you need your camera up a touch like that. That's the little crab. Bass number one. They're gold up here, aren't they? They're healthy.
Doesn't look like he's got any scabs on it.
No. Oh, that's good. See you, buddy. Onward we go. Yeah, with this much water flowing down, you just got to find that one little bit of ribbonweed that's pointing the other direction. Just got one little eddy, and that'll probably have everything in it. I've got a little Strike Pro blade. I think it's a flatty though. Right off that ribbonweed, like right where it's supposed to be. What's going on now? Oh, a little perch. Hey. See now, X marks the spot. Right now, I got that perch in that ribbonweed. See how it's pointing that way compared to the rest? There could be 10 of them in there. Look at that. That's like a little miniature barramundi, isn't it?
Really nice colours on that one.
Isn't it? They are a beautiful fish. Alright, that was the sign we needed. So while we can see this ribbonweed, like till fella run in, we'll just fish the redwood. That's exactly what I was after. See how it sort of scallops in and just swings around, it's all pointing that way? That's the exact spot I got mine, so that sort of backs up my theory how they hang out in the gang. Another little perch. They fight different, don't they? Well, that might be a bass. That's a bass. Doesn't matter, I'll take both. Oh, he's a good chunk too. That's a nice one. What's up?
Got about hoiking the leader and stretching it.
Yeah, pass it over here. He's a chunky little bass. Well done, man. It's your typical Mcdonald River bass. But see how they both come out of that same spot. And we've just fished all the way around that bend. Well, this is the first hole we started, but we fished all the way around that bend. Not a single bite, and then we've gone 2 fish in a row.
Almost got a little perch head on him though.
I was just thinking the same. He's almost perch-like, but you can tell that difference when you look at the film and see that other one. And see how he's all gold and the perch was silver. Nice. All right. Oh, we've got a pattern going now. Honest, it's been that long since I've been here. I was honestly sitting here wondering, thinking, I hope they're up here. Like, what's our plan B if they're not?
I've actually shaken this.
Yeah.
Jerk, 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 jerk.
Lures complement each other in here. Like if you've got one lure on, I've got another, and we keep chasing each other back in, you'd be surprised how many times like one will be on the top and the next one will be on the bottom. Nice.
What have we got so far?
3, 2 bass and a perch, yeah. That's not bad because we've taken all this time to get up here. You know, they were right on the weed, your hook up? Yeah. Yeah, so was mine. I fished a lot slower that time, and he took it right out in the middle.
Little weight there?
A little bit. Oh, he's a little, there you go. Tiny flathead. But I mean, yeah. Well, we're virtually fresh water. You know, like if you taste the water, there's very little salt in it. It's only on the bottom. Pretty little fish though, aren't they?
It's funny when you get on a bit with fishing, especially with lures. I suppose when you start, when you get flattered, it's really exciting.
Yeah.
But now it's like...
Well, we'll try and see how many species we get. We've got to get a bream yet, a whiting.
Well, I've always been a dream like to get a bream, a bass, a perch, and a dewey in the same fish.
Well, the bream, the bass and the perch isn't that hard. The dewey, we find a really good perch hole, you may get one of them as well.
Like you said, I've seen them come out.
Yep, it's all visual, isn't it? But see, that's that fish that I missed. And if we weren't fishing tandem, when we had the same lures on. Nice, just come around this way a bit. I was just saying to Roger, it was 99 I come up here, this exact same run, little diver like what Roger's got on there, and just had the cracking little session. They just shoot out of this ribbon weed. Well, I'm going to turn back on that because it takes one to trigger him, so even though you dropped him, there could be 4 or 5 mates with him. Took a while. Was that on the diver again?
Yeah. I thought it was out, so I started giving it a bit of
speed.
Boat,
Yep. Yep. There you go. See that? You dropping that fish just showed us where they were. We keep working in there, you'll get more and more. No, little bass. Little fat bass. Yep. X marks the spot, eh? Oh, better fish?
Nah, it's tiny.
Doesn't matter. One thing I want to sort of show in the video is just how, like, there's so much structure here. It's like, where do you start, where do you finish? It's getting that one bite can sometimes get you 5 or 6 fish. And you can see too that all that shallow water, when this lifts, they'll leave these holes and go up on the shallows. Camera off, said the rods, don't you hate those days where you turn your camera off, and every time you turn your camera off you hook up? Well, that's what's happening today. Now that's a little perch. So we've got a bass and a perch, and you've missed 2. So we could be 4 up on this hole already, so.
Yep.
There you go. Another little perch, that's a bit better. I might just film your hookups today.
Fast for this one?
Aren't they a beautiful fish though? Like the bass are gold and the perch is silver and they're deeper. They're just a gorgeous fish. So we get another one. But we got all that beautiful bassy looking structure over there. We haven't touched any of that today. We've just been targeting this ribbon weed.
That's amazing. I've just set a little bit of current.
Yep. Oh, I just missed another one. They just sit on these X's and wait for tide movement. There was another one in there, so that's a perch hole we got now. Bummer, I hate missing fish. Get him in there again. Yep, I got mine. Little fella. Tiny. Alright, we just need to find a hole like this with the big uns in it. And we're going to have some fun. Look at that. Poor man's barramundi, man.
We're just starting to handle them on the gills too.
Yep. That's the nasty bit about them. They got gill rake. You notice they got gill rakers like you felt along here. Just put your finger on that.
Oh yeah.
Yep. They got more than just the one gill raker on these little puppies.
I think it's, for me, almost getting close to debarb time.
Yep. See, buddy. What's that, 4? 4 off 1X, plus we've missed both. Yeah, well, we both missed one as well. With 2 double hookups. I think the different lures help. I've actually driven over that hole, but I might. They're not big enough really to stress too. Like, I'd say we could get another 5 or 10 fish there, but. Oh. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Did you see it follow?
Little bugger.
Once they hit it, he wanted it. So that was my fault. I should have just dropped him back down.
I should hope because yeah, I was
Well, that's.
little ones up.
I was going to say that's 7. Well, you get big and little together, and then you get big on their own. So that's a better sized fish, but still not. That's 8 perch from that one spot. Oh, I just dropped another one. Teabag. Come on. Oh, and again. They're under our boat now. I want to move on, look for another hole, but hard to leave fish biting. But the secret to good fishing is leaving them biting. There's a bunch of small fish biting and go look for a better hole of them. Yep. They're too small though. We'll move on. I've lost count, but that'd be 8 estuary perch out of that hole. Like we landed 6 and dropped a couple each.
Looking at that ladder over there.
I don't know, plus. Hey?
The ladder over there.
Bye. We're snagged. The mullet just jumped. The mullet's jumping there, but see that bait? See that? That was a massive surface buff. Oh, I heard just whoosh. Right, we're bogged and we can see feeding fish down there. But you come down here, I used to come down here. I'd tell Jenny I'm going for a couple of hours fishing. This is one of those places where, yeah, I'd go down here Friday night and come back Sunday. Yeah, I'd just eat the bass. We just light a fire, we just cook them on the coals. Actually, you know what? Oh, you go in that little bit there and I'll go way to the right. That's exactly how the other one was where I just missed that one. That's it, perfect. Yep, there's one. Flathead, I think. It's a long way upriver, it is a flathead. I don't know what it is. No, it's a perch. Tiny, that's why I've been getting the little bumps. They're getting smaller. You're going the wrong way. A big fish, but then he's gone really small on me. Definitely a school in there though. No.
Flathead.
That's a flathead, 20 mile, or nearly at St Albans, you know. And there's a flathead. It's a reverse heady and everything here, so. Oh yeah. Perch. It just looked too good a spot not to be a perch hole.
On a plucky, alright.
No, you just put that on too?
Yeah.
So what do you reckon, we've been fishing too quick then? What was it, just a little atomic paddle tail?
The Z-man.
Z-man. Yeah, fishing too quick. That's alright, we can just slow it right down and... There, look, I'm just sitting there, look at that. See that? I just held the blade and just dead sticked it and then dunk, 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 there was the fish. Oh, look, tiny. I seen yours and thought we might get a decent perch hole, but I think it's just the
Then what's underneath the line?
it's every year's different up here. You get some years where they're big, you get some years where they're small. You just don't know. But that definitely told me when you put that plastic on and did that, I just stopped and then all of a sudden I started getting bites. So got a good whack
Quite a
over.
few goes at it. I missed them like 3 times.
Yeah. Because they're sucking them in, they're going, you know, so it's in the mouth, out the mouth, in the mouth, out the mouth. And the only reason why I've been going bend on bend on bend, not just stopping on one hole, is because I've been looking for that one bend of big perch. So,
I'm getting tapped there.
too easy. Doesn't matter, it's all about cracking the bite. And by you've gone half an hour without a fish, you just put that on and that's 2 in a row. So, well done. That's what fishing's all about, it's cracking the bite. I don't care if they're 2 inches long or 2 foot long. I prefer them 2 foot long.
Depends if you want the big ones. I'm just stoked because got a bit of a dry spell there.
Well, you crack the bite, that's what I'm saying. The think, shit, I'm not catching them. Change it up, and then we just pulled 3 perch in a row out. Oh, is my camera running?
Yep. I was literally banging.
Too quick, yeah, me too. I'd sped up and sped up and sped up, and that was just a wake-up call then, wasn't it?
Just want to go in here.
Here's one. Oh, stop, man. Thought I'd turn my camera off. They just slowed it right down. Oh, I wish they were a little bit bigger, but I'd rather be catching little fish than no fish. And we have had a few nice ones today. It's just luck of the draw, isn't it? I just hopped mine back and just sat it there and waited. And he's turned up. Come up this exact very same spot. I was over fishing off that tree there and I was getting busted off over on that point. I couldn't stop them. For years we were calling them estuary perch, but now I'm starting to think they're dues because we're getting 50 centimetre perch, 45, 50 centimetre perch. We could pull them up, but we couldn't pull these other fish up. I'm just sort of adamant now they were dues. In hindsight, we probably should be targeting the bass because the bass we've caught have been pretty good. But we come for a perch session. I think we might as well have a perch session. No, I had a little perch on here. Oh, even when it was a little perch. It was just, that's what you call fish and salad. Oh, you look how chunky these little ones are. You can imagine how much fun the bigger ones would be.
I think the fight these little ones are putting up.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like you imagine something twice that size. Yeah. That's the only reason why I haven't sat and just peppered one hole all day, because I keep going. Well, that's about the fifth perch hole we've found, and each one of them will pull 4, 5, 6, 7 fish out of, but not one of them's been big enough to warrant sticking around with it. Even when you're getting perch around that 30 centimetre mark, they're really good fish, really fun. And then when you get them into the 40s, then they're a sports fish now. It's pure sports fish. I got whacked in there. I just pulled it out. A bloody perch like that come out. That was a decent fish, man. Oh well, quitting time. I mean, it's the river. Yeah, I've never seen that before with the Az. So it is Aussie Az.
I mean, that's your Coke.
Oh yeah, drink that. Oh, I'll have a piece of that too while we're here.
That's my favourite. That Turkish sausage is like salami.
Mmm. Oh, was that the live one?
Yeah, I didn't have the what's in, so it kind of half filled up.
Oh, okay. Frogs. Well, that's cool. Alright, so Roger's YouTube page is lure versus bait, isn't it?
Hey?
Lure versus bait.
Bait versus lure.
Bait versus lure. All capitals. Because when I try and Google up, it won't come up. So I think you need 100 subscribers.
I think YouTube's just being a sad dude.
Yeah. Well, if anyone watches this video, if you can Google up bait versus lure, click on the Rogers page, you'll see his version of today, and be sure to subscribe to him. Thanks, guys. Oh. Yep, there. Oh, what is that?
Is that a whiting?
Yep.
Wow.
We the micro guys today. Look at that. Now That's why there's a jewfish up here. Told you there's whiting here.